Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rohit, and in these JavaScript sessions today we'll talk about the for in loop or the for of loop. As I mentioned in the last video, the for loop used that for the how many times I want to run. So we define that how much time I want to run. So we define that 5 times or 6 times we want to run this code. So based on that, our code is executed. Right now we'll talk about that for in loop. Using that for in loop, how we can loop through an object. So let's say this is my, for example, this is my our app array for our case. So this might be the array. So what we can do, the two way we can do the for loop. So last time, let's say that we can run a for loop here, and then here I can define that var I equal to 0, and here we can say that we can put the conditional block I less than numbers dot length here, and then I plus plus. In this way we can run this array and print that. So what will be happen, the I will be started with the 0, and I less than numbers dot length, which is nothing but this array's length. So what is the length of this array? 0, I mean, if I see that 1 2 3 4 5, so it should run for the 5 time, and then I should be keep on increasing. So this is the for loop we discussed in our last sessions. So if I type that gs.info, and here we can say that I value, and then once I type that I, it means that the I value will be printed as a 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, something like that. The I will be keep on increasing. So let's run that first. So you can see the I value is keep on increasing. Now if we want to get the value of the array, we can say that value of array here, and here we can define that numbers. Okay, and in bracket we can define I. What does it mean by that? So numbers means that array, and we want to access the position of array index is 0, we want the position of the 1, we want to position of that 2 3 4. So these are the position we want to check the value. So when I print that, so I0 value will be 45, I1 value will be 4. So if I run that, so I0 value will be 45 and I1 variables value will be the 4. So this way we can access that our for loop. Now let's assume that I will turn off this line. So this line I will comment it out. So another simple way we can use that for, and here we can use the for in. For in is nothing but we can say that where I in numbers. So if we do that, what will be happens using this method, or maybe whenever you see the existing code, you will be find out that this kind of code is written. So this in method is used for any kind of array or any kind of objects to get this data. For that, what we can do, we can get the value one by one. So let's say I will put that same thing called whatever we have put here, and if we do these things, what will be happen? So if I run this code, what will be happen, I will be, the numbers will be keep on, I will be keep on here. So if I run this one, you can see I value is 0 1 2 3 4. I have not declared I equal to 0. So what is happening, it is going through or looping through these numbers, and then based on that it is just showing their indexes. So basically if we want to loop through particular objects, you can do that by using the in keyword. If you are running for an array or any object, you can use the in keyword instead of this one. You can do this one and get their value. So what I can do, I will paste this value, I mean this line, and if I run that, You can see the exactly similar value you can get from this even the for in loop. So using that for in and then using that for loop, both the way you can get the exact same value here. So you can see that till this point this is coming for the for loop, and till this point this is coming for the from this for in loop. So both the loop are exactly working the similarly. Now, if you see here, let's assume that I want to loop through, and so this is the very simple array. That's the reason we our for loop and for in loop both are working. Let's say if I go back to that any example of the JSON. So this is might be the JSON, and in this JSON might be I have a two key. So I'll copy this one. Let's say this is the JSON, and here I will say that var JSON equal to this is the one. Now I want to print name, age, gender there. How can we do that? So let's say I don't know this what is inside that. This is completely black for me. I don't know what inside this one. I want to get each and every key, and then how can we get the age, number, and the gender? I don't know, because it might be 3 key, it might be 4 key, it might be 5 key. How can we get through this one by one? So can we run the for loop? Let's see that. If we run this for loop, so let's say I am running the for loop here. So for I, and then here I will say the JSON dot length. Okay, and then I will run first for loop here, and let's see it is returning or not. So if I run that, what it is showing, it is doing nothing, because if I do this one, this JSON dot length will give me that undefined. So let's print first that length. So I will say that length, and here what I can do that JSON dot length, is it giving me any length or not? Let's see. So it is returning me that undefined, because from the JSON you can't get the length. From the array you can get the length, but from the JSON you can't get the length. For that reason, we can do the for in loop. This is the right example of the for in loop. So let's see. I copy this for in loop right now, and here if I paste here, and then let's assume that I am just removing this point, and here I will say the JSON. So I will do a for in loop through the JSON. So it will loop through that JSON, and each and every time it will be get one key. So let's see if I run that, what will be happen. You can see that it is, instead of this previously it was giving me that index, right now it is giving me that key, so which is name, age, gender. So if there is a two key, even there is no issues. If I run that, it will give me the two key. One is the name, another is the age. So it is returning me the key. One is the age, another is the gender. Two key, how many key it was, it is giving me that one by one. Now it is a very simple, we can say that value in JSON, and here we can do that JSON in bracket, the similarly we put that I. So if I run that, it will give me the exactly called the I value, or I value is name, and value in JSON is John. I value is age, value in JSON is 22, I value is the gender, value in the JSON is the male. So these all are my, you can say the JSON key, and these all are my value. So basically that for that JSON or object we use the foreign, where we cannot use this for loop. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. Have a great day.